Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I actually want to offer you a new tool that I discovered that I'm really loving right now, and I mentioned in the previous video and I told you guys that I would do a deeper dive into them and why I like them. So this video is going to be a review of the actual tool as well as a tutorial. And I'm not going to leave you wondering what it is. It's Breezit. And Breezit is a platform that you can use right now if you're in the event and wedding planning industry for lead generation. They have a lead generation marketplace where you can list your business and get found by clients, as well as they have a CRM behind the scenes, meaning that if you are on the platform, you're also able to do a lot of things with your potential clients, such as, messaging back and forth, getting a quote request, sending them a contract, and that CRM portion is also included on the platform, right? So it's not just clients being able to find you and then you go somewhere else to talk to them and you never use the platform again. So I'm going to dive in. I'm going to look at the experience of using Breezit because I signed up for my own account. I wanted to see what it was like, and I'm going to give you my completely honest feedback on the platform, as well as I'm going to do a quick little tutorial to show you behind my account and what it looks like so that you can see before you even sign up. Now, full disclosure, this video is in a partnership with Breezit, but the opinion shared here is of course my own, because if there's something I didn't like in it, I'm going to tell you. Hi, I'm Jody Ann Rowe, founder of the Event Certificate, and I work with event planners and wedding planners to help them double their online leads. If you can't find any leads right now, if you're struggling, definitely don't struggle on your own. Come on over and check me out, www.eventcertificate.com, and let's chat. So I'm just going to dive right into the Breezit platform with my review, and I'm going to look at three very key areas as I went through the experience of signing up that I liked, things I didn't like, and all of that. So I'm going to look at the sign up experience. I'm going to look at the profile itself. So once I signed up, what my profile looked like, and then I'm going to look at the booking link, or what it would look like for a client coming in and what are some of the pros and the cons. Then I'm going to dive you into the tutorial. So first I want to look at the actual sign up experience. Now I have to give Breezit all the props here because it was so easy to actually sign up for an account. It was very quick. It was very simple. It was straightforward. User experience, they definitely get an A+. You can sign up in less than 15 minutes. And the great thing about this that stood out to me was that in their sign up experience, unlike some other platforms that I've seen out there, they had a lot of event specific questions. So some platforms out there, you can tell that no matter what type of service provider you are, as long as you're a service provider, you can use the platform. Whereas on Breezit, you can tell that it was very event industry specific, right? Because a lot of the questions that you're being asked during the sign up experience was very event specific, and things related to your like policies, your cancellations, like all of that was very much around your events and your processes. And I love that, right? Because that means that at the end, what you're going to get is a customized experience for your clients that's truly going to help you to push them more towards a booking, right? It's not going to seem as general or generic. Love that. The other thing that I want to look at is actually the profile experience. So once you sign up and you get a profile, what does that look like? Does it look like something I enjoyed? Yes. Their profile was actually really clean and simple. They had all your information quick and at the top, right? So you could see it if you're a potential client right away. They had really nice size photos, and what I love was that you had the option to add a video. Now, you know me, you're finding me and watching me on YouTube, so yes, the video is big for me, and I love that they allowed you to include that, and you're able to see it at the top of the profile. So there are some clients who are visual that would look at a photo and say, yes, this is it, I'm going to message this person. But there's some clients who might be more sold after they see a video of one of your past events, or a little quick snip of that event. Well, you have an opportunity to do that here. The other thing that Breezit does that is different is they allow you to add your availability into the platform. So what that means is, and this is a big one I know for my clients personally, is that it allows you to cut down, eliminate about 3 back and forth with potential clients just asking, are you available on this date? I have a wedding coming up with 100 people, and you responding, no, I'm not available, or yes, I'm available in the morning, not the afternoon, back and forth. None of that will happen because on Breezit, you're able to add the availability, and most importantly, a potential client on the platform is actually able to search the vendors based on the availability. So that means that if you're not available, you will just get eliminated from their search right away so that you don't have a bunch of back and forth. And the other thing too is the potential clients coming in, they're able to send the request to more individual service providers. Amazing, right? So think of it this way. On a lot of these other platforms, like listing platforms, they allow a client to send multiple requests. So one generic emails to multiple vendors. Now that's great on the client's end because they get a bunch of responses back and then they can sort through. And I don't know if it's even great because I know people who then have gotten responses back and then they're struggling to make a decision, right? So one of the things Breezit does is it helps to eliminate that. So there's this inefficiency right away that they take out in that the client can actually just message specific service provider. So you know the quote request coming in is a little bit more individual and personalized. The other thing too that I love, and I mentioned this in the previous video, was the option. So if somebody sent you a quote request, if they booked you, let's say, you actually have the option if they ask to refer another vendor. And that's whether the vendor is on the platform or not, you can recommend them. So let's say they hire and they say, you know, I'm looking for a photographer as well. Do you know anyone? You can actually refer that person through the platform, which is great for you as well because it means if you have, you know, other vendors on the platform or off the platform that you work with, you're able to refer them and vice versa, right? That's actually really good. It's another lead generation option. Here's the great thing about Breezit again in this experience. One of the things that I found that I liked was the transparency. So on your profile, they allow you to actually set up different service options and you can put in your pricing. Now, when the client is searching, and I'm going to show you this in the tutorial because I thought it was so awesome. When the client is searching, they're able to put in certain numbers and get an estimate before they even reach out to you, which to me just makes the process and the back and forth so much easier, right? Because they're able to see, okay, this person, I probably need a minimum of $1,000 if I have a 100-person wedding. These aren't real numbers, guys. I'm just using it as examples, right? But that way, right, you don't get clients who are saying, well, my budget is $500. Can you plan this entire wedding that has 200 people, right? You get to eliminate some of that, which I know a lot of event and wedding industry people love because it's one of the top complaints that I get when people are on some of these platforms that sometimes they get so many requests, but they're all from people whose budget they can't work with, right? And that helps to eliminate that. The third thing I want to look at is the booking review or booking link review coming from the client side. So when you sign up on the platform, if you sign up for just a CRM portion, you can also use what they have, just like a booking link, where you get a unique link to your profile that you can send to people off the platform. Now, clients on the platform, if you're going to be listed in the marketplace, because they're giving you the option. You can be listed on the marketplace and that does come with a fee. However, right now for the first 6 months, I believe, I'm going to link it down below, you can sign up and not be charged for the marketplace, but that won't last forever. So sign up right now. But if you choose not to use the marketplace portion, you can get a booking link still where you can send to potential clients off the platform and they'll be able to still use the platform to hire you, which is amazing, right? Because then you can still use it as a CRM. So here's the great thing about that. Right now, if you send the link, clients are able to come over and see your entire profile. So it feels a little bit like a customized proposal when they're able to go through and see that. They can also see your services, they can see the cost, and they can request a quote or request to be booked all through that link. And the link itself leads back to the same profile, which is very clean, simple, and goes straight to the booking process. Now, I know you've heard me tell you all the good things, but what does it actually look like? Well, let me take you behind the scene of my account and show you what it's like if you sign up, which by the way you should, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like when you see the actual platform in person. And if you have any questions as you're going through this video, please do not hesitate to ask. Drop the questions down below. I'll be back to respond to them. If I don't know the answer, I'll get someone from Breezit to contact you to come in and comment anything. Don't you worry. Hi guys, so I'm now logged into my Breezit account, and this is just behind the scenes of my account. Because this is an account that's already set up, your view will look a little different, right? Because you'd have to first go through the sign up process. But you'll see right here, I can just tell you a couple of things I love right away. Now, one of the things that I love is this little blue area on your right, which is your analytics. Now, I'm always talking about your ROI, right? You need to know, is this actually giving you a return on your investment? Especially if you get to the point where you're paying for the platform, you need to know if it's working. And Breezit gives you an opportunity to see that right away. You're able to see how much traffic you're getting on your listing, on your profile links, how many inquiries, interactions, who's clicking your email, phone, how many's coming to social, right? You get to see all of that, which I love, because you can assess at any time how it's going, how it's working, right? And if it's worth it. The other thing you can see is if you've made bookings, you can see all of that right away. You can see your revenue, you can see payments that's been made, any reservation, if you have any inquiries, anything that's been canceled in terms of inquiries or reservation, and who it's been canceled by. So this is the CRM portion of it that I said earlier is completely free to use, right? Even if you're not using the marketplace to list your business. One thing I noticed that was different from some platform I saw was actually about the reviews. So they're encouraging you to get reviews on your profile because this helps with social proof so that more leads will see your account and be more likely to reach out the more reviews they're seeing. The other thing you can do is you can add your personal calendar. You can link the booking thing to your website. You can also link to your social media. You can put it in your email signature. The other thing they request is that you don't miss any Breezit information or notification. So add Breezit into your mail in, like your address book, which is very important because I know I have clients that have done this, right? Where they're using certain platforms, they don't have the platforms incorporated into their, like they haven't been whitelisted per se. So then they get notifications or inquiry from clients that they miss and only see days later because it ends up in their spam. So that's right there just on the forefront. Absolutely love it on the quick stuff. Now this is the services area. So the services area is where you can see all the service and stuff that you have linked. So right now you can see my list in here, and I'm going to open the link so you can see that. So this is what my listing itself look like to a client. And you saw what I said earlier. It's very clean and very simple. So I have a couple of photos. And by the way, I grabbed some of these were some of my clients' photos, or some of these were just stock photos just to get my profile set up. You get an about you area where you can tell clients why they want to book you, why they should book you anyways. You can put little tags here like, is your price negotiable? So I put this here because I want a potential clients to know that, right? I want them to know if you see a price and maybe, you know, it doesn't quite fit what you're looking for, you can still reach out and check and I'll see if it's possible, right? It's not just a done deal, which is great. Then you can see my main services. So I'm offering a book launch, social media marketing, all of that. The other thing, you can drop your location so they can see where your services are provided, and you can make that exact, or you can make that, you know, you can say just Delaware, or you can put in the county, all of that's there. Then you have your general information, when you got started, you know, the language you speak. Now here's the thing I love that this is not at the forefront, right? Because this is what I always tell my clients. This is good information to have, but this is not the kind of stuff that will sell a client on hiring you, right? Whether you start your business in 2005 or 2015, that's not a reason I'm going to hire you. Yes, it shows your level of experience, but as an event planner, as a wedding planner, and in the event industry, I'm looking for your expertise, and that to me shows out through your event information. So looking at your photos, your videos, as well as your client reviews. Those are the big key things. And then I look at the type of service you provide and if that's going to match what I need, right? When you started your business, important but not key for booking. The other thing that I love is that they have the payment stuff right there, right in the front, right? So you get to see that. Your potential clients get to see all of this. You do need a deposit, right? One of the things that you probably don't appreciate is when someone says, okay, yes, I'm ready to go. And you say, okay, well, I'm going to need a 20% deposit. And they might come back and say, oh, I didn't realize that you needed the money or payment up front. And then now you've wasted all this time. I love that a lot of these policies, your non-negotiables are right there before someone even contacts you. They can see that and make the decision if they want to contact you. So that way you don't end up wasting each other's time and there's less back and forth. So you see the amount of time that you need for certain booking to happen before the event, whether your price is negotiable, the standard terms, your scope, and all the different payment methods that you take. And again, clients can actually pay you through the platform, which is great. It's not, for example, like the Knot or Wedding Wire where they have to do the booking and payments offsite, because Breezit does have the CRM included with the listed marketplace, which is absolutely great, right? Because you're able to just do everything in one go, and I love that. Your cancellation policy right here in the forefront. Before they even see a contract, they know what it's like, right? If they cancel an event, how many days out, what's the refund like, right? So they can make that decision. I love this level of transparency, because I know, here's the thing, some people will say, well, this is going to get some turn away some potential clients. That's a good thing, because if someone's gonna get turned away because they now see your cancellation policy before they hire you, then this is someone that could potentially be a problem later on, and you don't want that, right? Your reviews are right here. Love it on the profile. And here's the thing, the big part, you can actually check your availability. Well, a client can check your availability right here. They can send you a message, and you know when they send this message, it's not a generic mass message. It's coming directly to you because they're looking at your profile, and I love that. I'm going to take a moment and flip the script right here because I want to show you what happens on the client end if you send them your profile link. So here I'm just going to do a copy link. Actually, I'm just going to open the profile link directly. And this is what someone will see if you send them your profile link. And here what you can do is they can just go see pricing and availability. They can enter the number of person, let's say 100, click next. They can see when you're available. You'll see on my calendar, I have September 3rd and 10th blocked out, so they won't be able to send an inquiry for those dates if I'm not available. So let's say they go the 17th, they go next. They can see the services I have available, and they can see an approximate cost based on the start and from price that I put into the system. They can choose to add it. So let's say they add book launch for their interest. They go next. You can see everything, the date, an estimate of what it would be, and an estimate of what the deposit would be. And then they can send an inquiry. And you receive all of this when they submit it. So here's one of the key things I want to point out about the clients being able to check your booking availability and service type right here is that they're also able to see the price changes and everything else before they send you this quote. So let's say right now it's at my default rate of 30 per person. But let's say they choose a weekend, because right now in this calendar I have the default the weekend's a higher rate. So let's say they choose September 24th, which is a Saturday. Right? You can see right away before I even enter the amount of person that the price increases. So they can choose the date and see that change, as well as they can choose to increase the number and see how much it changes by. And by that, they can choose whether they want to submit the quote or not, which is just amazing. One feature I want to highlight again here is the calendar. So Breezit actually allows you to connect an external calendar if you need to. That way you can pull your availability into the Breezit calendar. And of course, you can use this to separate your different appointments and availability, so clients know exactly when you're available and you don't have any duplicate bookings, which is amazing. I don't know about you, but I personally love when programs allow me to connect my calendar, only because I use so many different programs and I have about 3 different calendars for 3 different businesses, and I do need them connected and overlapping sometimes. Now, if this doesn't work for you, of course, you can ignore this feature, but it's a great one to have. So the calendar, as I said, I love this feature because not a lot, actually, I don't even know if there's any other platform with this. I could be wrong. But you have the option to add in your availability. So you can add in a booking, you can add in a personal record. Maybe you want to block a certain day right now. You can block time, all of that. You can change pricing. You can do all of that in the calendar feature. So now we have the bookings tab, and this is where you get to see just a quick summary and overview of all your bookings, where you're at, and what's going on with them. You can see the status, the customer, the date, all of it, the service amount. You can expand the details and go in even deeper. And I love this, right? I love that it shows you, where you are right now versus where you are in relation to when you started. I love that. Now, here's the other thing. You can add in a booking. So let's say, for example, you want to use the Breezit platform as your main CRM area and you got a booking, through your website. You can always add them in here in the back end, even though they didn't come through the link. You can just add them in here and create the booking yourself, which is great. You can see your messages, right? If you're going back and forth with a client, you can see all the messages in one place. I can't tell you how many times I've had clients go, I've just gotten lost with the emails, the back and forth. I can't even tell you, the client sent this and I missed this email and I have to be going back and searching through. I love when CRMs offer the option, and I think every CRM does, where you can see all your message related to one client in one area. So you can always just scroll through. You're never being searching for emails. It's always there. So if you're coming through from the client side, this is where you'd actually search. And I want you guys to go ahead and search it right now, because clients, you'll see one of the first things is that they're able to search by date, which is the thing I loved, because it helped to eliminate clients that have events on dates when you're not available. I love that they gave them the option. And you see just a quick snap here of what that listing looks like. So let's say the client does a search, then they'll get to see some of the listings in the search feature of all the people who are available, and this is what it would look like to them. Now if they click in, it goes a little bit deeper, and I'll click into someone else's profile so you can see how it looks, compared to mine's a little different, very more extensive, which is probably what yours would or should look like, right? But you see all of that right here, and I just love that. Now, if you have any questions, as I said, don't hesitate, drop it below the video and let us know, and I will respond. I'll get someone from Breezit to respond if I can answer it for you, but either way, you're getting a response. And the great thing about them that I found is, so far as I've gone through their platform, I've actually told them things that I thought would be nice to see. And I can honestly say this, they've actually taken the time to go ahead and fix them right away. There was no hesitation. So this is a platform that I would definitely recommend signing up for, just based on that, right? Because they're right now new in North America, they are looking at their user experience a little bit more keenly. So if you go in and you see something that you don't quite like, or you thought could be better in a certain way, you can let them know. And I'm sure it's something that they will address and look at if it's something that other people might be encountering as an issue, and how they can make that a universal change. So look into it, right? They're very open, and you can reach out to the team and message them. Now, right now, Breezit is offering all my viewers 6 months free on the marketplace, in addition to being able to use their CRM at no additional cost. So definitely head over there and sign up. I'm going to drop the link below so that you can check it out. And of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can get more videos like this one week after week.